In this video we're going to take a look at variables in Rust. And by the way, if you are an experienced programmer and you're worried that the pace of this isn't going to be fast enough, let me assure you things are going to get pretty unusual pretty quickly. So let's go to a terminal and in an appropriate directory, I'll create a new Rust program. I'm going to be doing this every time before basically every video, but usually I won't show you this step. So let's do cargo new variables. And we'll change into this new variables directory that's now been created. And of course we can build it and run it just by doing cargo run. Now we'll go to the editor. So I'll go to the Explorer in Visual Studio Code and I've got my code right here. So I'll delete this for the moment and we'll create a simple variable. In Rust we create a variable using the let keyword. I'm going to call this number of bicycles and set that equal to just something that I'm going to make up, like 54 or whatever. So what we've accomplished here, of course, is we've basically given a name to this piece of data, which is the idea of a variable, basically. And if I want to print that out, let's do print line exclamation mark, round brackets, semicolon at the end. I like to put that stuff in first. We've got double quotes in here, and let's write number of bicycles, maybe a colon, and then we can have a placeholder here, which is a pair of curly braces like this. And there are actually then two ways that we could replace this with the value that this variable refers to. Let's get rid of the Explorer. One way is we could write number of bicycles here. The placeholders are going to be replaced by a comma separated list of things right here. And here we've just got one placeholder, so we just got one thing here to replace it with. Let's just run this and take a look at it. So if I do cargo run, it builds and it says number of bicycles 54. Now with many entities, such as in this case an integer, we can actually put them directly in the brackets. That doesn't always work. Technically, it depends whether the object in question implements the display trait, but we haven't talked about traits. That's considerably down the line. So don't worry about that for the moment. But this also does work, where it says number of bicycles 54. Now let's do a simple calculation. So we can create another variable. Let's say let wheels per bicycle equal 2. Notice that variable names in Rust are lowercase, and if you've got more than one word in the variable name, you separate the words by underscores. Let's create a third variable, the value of which will be set by a little calculation that I'll do with these two values. So I'll say let total wheels equal number of bicycles multiplied by, we use the asterisk to multiply things in Rust, as in most programming languages, wheels per bicycle. Notice how helpful Visual Studio Code is in sort of guessing what I'm about to write, so I can just auto-complete it just by hitting the enter key. There's no AI behind that at the moment. You can use something like GitHub Copilot to get AI autocomplete in Rust that's much more extensive, but here it's just kind of filling in things that I've typed previously. So let's put total wheels in here, and I'll change this to total wheels, and this all should work, so let's try it. And it says total wheels 108. Now you're probably looking at this, and if you're a little bit experienced with coding at least, you're probably thinking, well, there are no surprises here. But in fact, as we'll see, we get into all kinds of surprising things with Rust really quickly. And just as a really simple example, supposing one of these had been a floating point number, notice I've chosen an example that specifically uses integers. Let's make that 2.0. And then if I try to build that, well, it just doesn't build and therefore it doesn't run. It tells me there's no implementation for multiplying an integer with a float. Rust is very strict about these kinds of things, and we'll talk about this shortly. If you enjoy my teaching style, I also have courses on C for beginners and Advanced C++. The links are in the description. You can get 10% off using the coupon code RUST.